Welcome to A to Z Knowledge.com. So today we are going to discuss about what is software development lifecycle, which is very important. The people who works in IT and the people who are learning computer science, they need to know this. It's very important point. So before getting into this, you need to see the three things: what is who is end user, and who is client, and then who is a developer. So this is very important. Many people, they don't know what is the difference between these three. So I will give you an example. So before getting into SDLC, this is very important. So I will give you an example. See, I have a website. Okay. So if I am the website owner and then I am a client, and the people who are using my website, they are called end user. End user can be even my mom or dad who knows how to do an online shopping. That's it. So developer, the one who developed that particular website, he is called a developer. Okay. Now based on this, I am getting into this SDLC part. Software development life cycle is a life cycle like for a human being life cycle, and a daily event life cycle, a monthly event life cycle. So if I wake up morning, I used to brush and I have to bath and I have to eat breakfast, then I have to go for work, then come back, sleep. So that's what. So like that, in production, for software developing also we have a life cycle. If we are not following that life cycle, it's totally based, even if you know lot of stuff in coding part. Okay, that you need to understand. Fine. So first phase of this SDLC, we used to call it as requirement analysis. Analysis is something like you used to search. You used to search for a lot of things, right? That's it. So analysis. So requirement analysis is what you have to do as the first. So a client is approaching you based on your company or through direct contact. They are asking you to create a website. So client is giving the project to you. From client, you have to get some requirement. So I'm deriving the requirement into three. One is hardware requirement and software requirement and client requirement. So hardware requirement and software requirement, based on what the project is, based on that you have to decide this is what the software I'm going to use and this is what the hardware. Whether the software is an open source or it's a proprietary one, you have to choose it. When you come for client requirement, see, client is not it's not an IT people, they are non-IT. Their need is to, I need to create a web application, that's it. So if we have to ask them lot of questions, what exactly the requirement is. So where I have to put the button, where I have to put the image. So this is what, when you want an online transaction. So how many users will be hit your website. So these are all the requirements we have to gather. Then next part, design. So design is what, it comes between the requirement analysis and the coding implementation part, is where you have to design it as a pencil work, or you have to do in a PowerPoint and you have to show to your client to say that this is what we are going to do, and you have to get approved from this particular client so that you can start your implementation. So implementation, where exactly you will be writing and coding part. Okay, so the implementation, we have two things: front-end implementation and back-end implementation. Front-end implementation means if you have HTML, JSP, CSS, JavaScript, so to create a website. Back-end implementation is what you will be having a web databases, right? So MySQL or Oracle, because user if enter the data in website, it has to store somewhere. So we have to go for two implementation, front-end and back-end. Okay, next. Testing part. Okay, I have done my implementation, ready to deploy. I deployed it, but without testing, if you deploy any project, even it is very good, it is flop. Okay, because the entire project what you have done in your single mission is executed and it is working very good, but when I deploy it without testing and people are started using it and they are feeling like this particular website is not working good in my mission, my model of mobile and my model of tablet, they are saying. So that is what the problem comes. Then the user, even though the site is very good, they never come back to the site. So it's loss for the client. So we have to run several tests, to run it in a local, to run it in more than 2 to 3 machines, and we have to ask some people to log in and to check. Okay, we have to do all kind of a testing. So that is very important thing. Then once you've done this testing, you have to deploy it. Okay, I deployed. Project is done. I am deploying it in my client side, and I am asking the payment from the client. Okay, he is okay and he is very happy and he is giving the payment to me. And the client is ready to publish the website and he is marketing to cover the end users. Now, what you have to do after deploying it, my work is done, tata, bye bye. You should not say like that, because it's very important. After deployment, you have to do a support. For support, they will pay separately. Okay, so it's very important that you have to be with them for 2 to 3 months and you have to support the project, the website, because in between some issues will come. So you have to be there to support. Like if you get an issue with your SIM card, you are calling to that respective customer care, right? So you need a support. That's it. So once this is done, as a developer I am deploying it to my client, and my client is deploying to the, he is just marketing the website to the end user, so that the end user will come into picture. See, you can be more knowledge in implementation without knowing all these things. Just by having this implementation is totally waste. And the cycle should not be get break, because I have done requirement analysis, but without design if I enter into implementation, okay, client says okay fine, without design you said okay, then I am also said okay. After you implemented something and you are showing them, but the client is not satisfied because whatever they needed is not there, so they will blame you. Okay, so design is very important. So we have to create a design, because when you go for implementation, it's very long process, lot of manpower and time is get wasted if the client says this not satisfied. So whatever you are going to do in implementation, right, the same thing you have to do in a design point of view, and you have to show them and you have to get an approval. Then only you have to get into the implementation part. And after implementation, direct to deployment without testing, you are breaking the cycle again. So if something issue happen in the end user side, then they won't come again, so it's a loss again. So you should not break this cycle. It's very important that you are maintaining the each and every part. Okay, so thanks for watching A2Z knowledge.com. You can get videos in two languages, English and Tamil, and also you can get more on practical videos. These videos and all, it's purely theoretical one. You can get more practical videos in my channel. You can see Java, cloud computing, HTML, lot of videos I have uploaded. So stay in touch with A2Z knowledge.com. Please subscribe my channel if you like it, and always stay with A2Z knowledge.com. Thanks for watching.